Hi, this is Lisa Marie Nicole, and this is Rockin' for God. Let's rock. Let's rock. Let's rock. Let's rock. Let's rock. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to a special Memorial Day Rockin' for God show. I am your host, award-winning Christian recording artist, Lisa Marie Nicole. Today is Sunday, May 24th. It is also Pentecost Sunday, 50 days after Easter, and the birthday of the Catholic Church. This holy day commemorates the descent of the Holy Spirit upon the apostles. The Spirit is the founding gift of the new covenant and the soul that animates the body, Christian community. He directs the missionary efforts of the church, guides her leadership into truth, and sanctifies her life through the sacraments. Echoes can be heard of the tragedy of the Tower of Babel, where God used multiple languages to confuse and scatter the family of men. Here, the Holy Spirit uses multiple languages to communicate the gospel and gather together the family of God. As today's psalm says, Lord, send out your spirit and renew the face of the earth. Today's guest is Philly singer-songwriter and man of God, Johnny Matt. We will talk to him about his life. I will also show pictures of fallen soldiers and say their names that viewers have sent me to honor during this show for Memorial Day weekend. Please stay until the end of the show. I will play my award-winning song, United We Stand, and also the O'Hare Dogs of the Week. We will be right back after this promo. United we stand. We try not to fall. All for one and one for all. We walk towards the future, hand in hand. We hold our heads up high. We are proud of our land. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to a special Rockin' for God Memorial Day show. Of course, I'm wearing my red, white, and blue today, and I hope everybody else is also. I hope you are all enjoying your Memorial Day weekend. And don't forget, like I said, please stick around at the end of the show because I have names of the fallen soldiers from all different wars that I would like to honor today. And the people that sent them in also want me to do that. So you can always go back and watch this. I want to thank everyone that's watching this show for the first time, whether you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, wherever you are. Thank you very much for watching this. And us at the Four Persons and Lisa Marie Nicole Music really appreciate your support. And I want to just mention something real quick in case you don't follow me on Facebook. I have a new song that is coming out featuring my buddy Floyd Fesky. It is a song that I wrote called American Soldier. And if you have my Poetry for the Soul book, you will know that that song is in there. This song came out incredible. And I want to thank Floyd for doing the track for me. It is based on my poem, and it will be released on June 14th. And I dedicate it to everyone that has ever served in the military, living and dead, in their memory. This song is for them. So I really hope that you guys will get this. It'll be on all streaming sites, and it will also be on my website, lisamarinicole.com. I'm working on the video for it right now. It will probably be a couple of months before that's released. But I am going to be doing a bunch of interviews to talk about this song. So I will let everybody know when I will be doing the interviews. Also, Red's Room Entertainment, I will be performing next weekend, the 30th. The 30th, I will be performing at 7:00 at night on Facebook and YouTube on Red's Room Entertainment. I will be doing 4 songs, and I will probably do all of my new music. So I want to thank everybody again. I want to bring my guest on today, and we'll talk to him and talk about his life. And I want to thank everybody that's on here right now, all my usual people. Hi, John and Kathy and Mom and everybody else that's watching. Brian, thank you so much. So let's bring on my guest.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi, John. How are you? You want to tell everybody who you are and where you're from?
Yeah, so my name is John Matthews, and I'm known as Johnny Matt Music on most all social media platforms, and I'm from Philadelphia.
So your name is Matthew, right? Matthews or Matt?
Matthews, it has a S to it, Matthew, and then add an S.
So you just cut it down to Matt. So for music purposes, for
Johnny
artists.
Matt Music, yeah, it's kind
Yeah,
of
I
like a
know. I did the
nickname.
same
Yeah,
thing. Lisa Marie Nicole.
yeah,
All artists do that. A lot of them don't want to go by the regular name. It's just it sounds cooler if you change it do something else.
yeah.
So what? Let's get into your singing first. When did you first decide that you wanted to be a singer?
Well, I actually didn't really. When I was younger, my mom was like religious, and we like had to go to church a lot all the time. So eventually I got into my church choir, and I just started, singing with the church. This was before, I even picked up an instrument or anything else, and just uh, started, singing, with my local choir.
So you started out singing. How old were you when you started? Do you know?
Uh, I don't know, maybe like somewhere between like 10 and 15, somewhere like there.
And you were
Yeah, it
in the
wasn't like
choir.
really young, but yeah, like something like in that age. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. So did you decide, like, from being in the choir that you wanted to get into music? That you wanted to write yourself, or
Not really. I mean, it just kind of like me, like later on in life, I kind of, like, listening, to music, and my, it was kind of around our family too, because my dad used to play, drums in school, and my brother would play, violin and bass. And so like later on, I kind of got uh interested, I used to like write like a lot of in school. I would write like a lot of poetry and short stories and stuff.
yeah?
And then like later on, I wanted, when I was younger, but my parents never had the money for lessons to learn piano. So like later on, I had a scoutmaster when I was working at a camp called Treasure Island, and he taught me a few chords on guitar. And after the summer, I ended up buying a guitar and taking some lessons, and that's how I kind of got into playing guitar.
Well, you're from a music family, I guess, then, right?
Sort of, I would say. It was like my dad had stopped. My brother never really. I'm the only one that really had stuck with it. My mom wasn't musical, but I would say my dad and brother were the ones that were more musical, because my brother, played a couple instruments in school, but then he stopped after school. And my dad, when he was younger, um, he was, into, drums and into music.
So has your faith in God influenced your songwriting?
Yes, it has, it's like from, going to church and uh, reading the Bible and listening, to like worship songs. Uh, that got me into, like, because first I started writing like a lot of songs, like for myself. And then I started to basically, after like listening to like worship songs and stuff, I tried, writing, some of those songs. I joined like Songwriting Pro and
Hmm.
Songtown, and started, began, like co-writing with some people, uh, and started, write some, Christian songs, some songs for like commercials. Like I'll just write, like some songs will be different, for they'll just be for like commercial pitches for like either sync or, for like an artist. I like doing a lot of that because I enjoy, like pitching, out, like going to like pitch events and like pitching a song out.
That's good. So, but you're saying, like, what I'm trying to say is that, has your faith in God influenced you in life to write your songs? Like, you're Christian, you're a Christian artist, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so all your music that you write, where does that come from? Like, what inside you? Like, is there any reason why you write the stuff that you do?
It basically, comes from my heart and stuff like that. I wasn't really writing a lot of Christian songs. Turn Your Eyes to Jesus was the first song that I had put out. That is a Christian song. And like later on, I began, writing, more Christian songs, I guess, as I listened, to K-Love and listened to, other Christian songs. I kind of got influenced, by listening to worship music and church. Gave me, that influence to start writing some Christian songs.
That's good. And you've heard my music, right?
Yes, I heard some of your songs. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you have, because I know we talked before. But that's good. It's always good we always need more people to spread the message and spread the word of God through music. So it's good that that you're doing that. And I'm going to play that song right now for everybody to hear. Turn Your Eyes to Jesus, and we'll be right back.
Okay.
Turn around your life. Jesus paid the price. He took a sacrifice and gave up his life. Turn your eyes to Jesus. Turn them to the Lord. Open up your heart and go and spread his word. Sinner, don't be ashamed. Jesus came to save. Have yourself to blame. You can always change. Turn your eyes to Jesus. Turn them to the Lord. Open up your hearts and go and spread his word.
That's good. I kind of hear Tom Petty in there a little bit.
Oh wow, that's
The
interesting that you
music,
said that. A lot of people have mentioned, that I had that Tom Petty, Bob Dylan type of
nasally.
voice type thing, and I actually um, followed up on it, and I actually, kind of like, them because Tom Petty, Bob Dylan were, some of my, influences that kind of,
Best writers in the world.
yeah,
I know, and that's. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I do a lot of '80s. I do '80s rock, and I like to take some melodies from other artists, and there's nothing wrong with that. To as long as it's not completely their track. I mean, you change it up a little bit, you can make it sound a little bit like that, but that's great, especially since people hear that. And somebody just said they agreed with me, especially that
yeah.
track. Who did you do all? You didn't do all that music yourself, did you?
I did the lead vocals and the rhythm guitar. The other stuff was studio musicians
Yeah.
that did the other work in it. But to tell you behind that song was actually written years ago before it was even put out, and I never, put it out. I just had it, and then like tried to, basically rewrite it, and it just kind of sat. I had like a basic little demo, and I always had a thing like I wanted to put out, a Christian song, and eventually I just felt moved like, okay, I gotta, move forward and put it out. So this was the actual first Christian song that I actually put out, out there on Spotify, Apple Music, or all the streaming platforms. I have other ones that I haven't, recorded or anything.
So this is your first song that you actually released that was Christian?
Yeah,
Wow.
first Christian release.
Well,
I
that's
have
good.
two albums back. I think Journey to John's World and Attack of the Freaking Balls that were released, I think, back in 2014 or 2016, and I had like Back in Philly and another Christmas song single that was released maybe a couple years ago.
This song, when did this come out?
Probably I think it was like November of last year, but it was
Oh, okay. So it's
yeah,
recent. Yeah. That's
uh,
good. Well, everybody just heard it that didn't hear it before, so and they liked
yeah.
it. So um Brian wants to know, was that a Rickenbacker guitar on lead?
Rickenbacker. I'm not sure. I'm
I
not sure
guess.
who did the other thing. My guitar, the when I was a Epiphone Hummingbird.
Oh yeah, that's a good guitar. Um Somebody wants to know, who are some of your artists that influenced you? Who
I think
you
I mentioned before, yeah,
Bill
Tom
Dylan?
Petty, Bob Dylan. Uh,
What about Clapton?
um,
Clapton? Nah.
didn't, didn't really, get into, uh,
I love Tom Petty. He's one of my favorites. I've always loved him. I love all '80s music, so it's good. They're two of the best artists.
I like
Um,
Mercy Me. Um,
as far as Christian, oh yeah,
yeah,
they're the best. Um,
that
yeah,
was the first group I seen live.
yeah, they're great. They're great live. They're a great band. Do you So you sing? What do you sing? All genres? Do you sing all genres in music?
My music itself is more like a pop. I would kind of like a pop, folk, rock type mix, sort of,
Yeah, I understand.
with some Christian. Um, but I kind of write, like other different genres.
Hmm.
I write like when I started, with the co-writing. I started writing like a bunch of, country songs and I write, some uh, gospel or CCM music
Yeah.
that for commercial.
Well, yeah, that's good. I know one thing I like about Christian music and being a Christian artist is that you can incorporate all genres into the Christian music. So, even if you like, a lot of people like to sing Christian, but they like strictly country. So you just sing all country Christian music. Or me, I like rock, so I do Christian rock, or Christian pop. I have some pop songs too. So you mix it up. You do ballads or whatever. That's one thing I like about Christian music.
Yeah.
You can put all different genres in it. Um,
Yeah, Petra was one of my favorite
Petra.
rock groups, and then there was another. I can't think of. He was a little more.
Crosby,
I
Stills.
can't think of what his name, but it wasn't as heavy as Petra. But I have like their first and second and other CDs or whatever. They were like one of the ones that I had first started getting into, like Petra, and then it was Mercy Me and another group. I think it was Third something.
Third Day.
Yeah, Third Day.
They went out. They retired. Yeah. That's good. I mean, you can be influenced by other bands. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I surely was when I started. Actually, when I started getting into Christian music, I started listening to like Air One, and on one of the Christian stations, and I just loved what I heard, and I wanted to do that, but God chooses you to do that, and God, you have to basically say yes, I want to do it, for Him, and that's the whole point of doing Christian music is the lyrics to get people to bring people to God. So it's good if you're doing that for that reason, and yeah, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, or the Byrds. Yeah, that John's saying that. Um, so, do you attend church or do you sing at church now?
I'm not now currently singing church, but I do attend church, regularly every week,
Good. That's good for you. No, I ask because some people like sing in a church band or a choir or whatever. That's why I ask. So this is your other song, Back in Philly. I guess you wrote that for that reason.
Actually, yeah, it was more of a family type thing.
Well, let me play it first, and then we'll
yeah.
talk about it. All right, I'll play the song first,
Yeah.
and then so this isn't Christian. This is like a regular song, right?
It wasn't written as a Christian song. It's more just about having fun.
All right,
Like,
whatever.
talk
That's
about
fine.
it. Yeah.
All right, we'll be right back.
Back in Philly, hanging out at the bar. Played a little tune till it got dark. Back in Philly, hanging out at the bar. Played a little tune till it got dark. Sometimes I like to sit at the park, play my guitar until it gets dark. I like to sit and strum out a tune. Maybe I'll be a star soon. Back in Philly, hanging out at the bar. Played a little tune till it got dark. Back in Philly, hanging out at the bar. Played a little tune till it got dark. Mom and Dad would go for walks on the path. The dog would roll around on the grass. Brother would the bench and sing. Back in Philly, hanging out at the bar, played a little tune till it got dark. Back in Philly, hanging out at the bar, played a little tune till it got dark. Bench was a place for me, sit and relax. Take some time to rewind and lie back. Clear my head and take a break. Sit and rewind my tape. Back in Philly, hanging out at the park, played a little tune till it got dark. Back in Philly, hanging out at the park, played a little tune till it got dark. Back in Philly, hanging out at the park, played a little tune till it got dark. Back in Philly, hanging out at the park, played a little tune till it got dark.
That was cute. It's a real upbeat song.
Yeah, it was a fun song. It must have been, yeah, like a fun living song. But going into that song, it was like basically my family, they used to go to the park when my mom was alive. And mom and dad, they would go for, like a walk. And sometimes they would take the dog over there and the dog would run around like in the grass, you know. My, younger brother would, play around or be doing his thing. And a lot of times, I would just kind of sit, sometimes when they would go, I would sit, on a bench, bring my guitar and I'll just play my guitar and sing and stuff like that. So it was kind of like a family fun song. So that's basically where that come, like everybody, would go to the park, basically. And I think it'd be like on Sundays. I forget what days are exactly, but it was like the family just kind of hanging out, having fun at, at the park.
Were you born and raised in Philly?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know I can hear your accent. You sound like me.
Oh, I got an accent. Yeah. It's
Oh, yeah.
weird.
We're right
Yeah, I
next-
lived in Philly all my life except for 1 year I moved to Maryland for a job and then I moved back to Philly. So I've been in Philly majority
I'm
of my
from
life.
Jersey, so I'm right next door. It's a lot of people spend time in Pennsylvania from Jersey. People work there, they live there, and just go back and forth all the time.
Yeah, my wife does. Yeah, she's from Marlton, New Jersey. And
Malton,
she
yeah.
travels. Yeah, she travels back and forth across the bridge, to go to work every day.
Yeah, that's a lot. She must
Yeah.
have a lot of traffic. So how is it? How do you feel like? Tell me how it is to perform in Philly. How are you seen as a Christian artist or trying to be a Christian artist? Are you treated differently because of that and where you live?
No, I don't think, I just kind of go out, and just play at, places, like I have like different songs, depending on like what venue and stuff like I go to, like there'll be like bars, a lot of them like what, like cover music, but
Yeah.
I really like, like going to, like places, that, are open, to original music. Like
Mhm.
I was just in a original music around, near me. And sometimes it's like go to them and I might throw in, like a Christian song here or there and just kind of see how, works out. Um, or like mixing, some originals, covers, depending on like where you're playing out at.
Well, you guys have a big music festival up there too, don't you?
I guess it depends, I'm maybe thinking like Manayunk or
Yeah, there's a
other
big. I know
places.
there's a big
Yeah,
festival up there in Philadelphia. Um,
there's a
no,
lot of places like in Center City that
yeah,
you can play like. I just seen a friend of mine over at the Milk Boy, and I been there before. That's like really open, to people. I like it. You can go into it and people actually listen to you, when you're playing.
yeah. Because if you go to a bar or you go to a place where everybody's talking and they're doing something, they're not going to hear you and they're not going to pay attention to you. And
Yeah,
especially if you're singing Christian music, because you want them to hear what you're singing about. So that's why I like to do venues where it's basically people are just going to see me sing, or they're going to see different artists sing, where they can listen to the music, listen to the lyrics of the song, because that's what Christian music is about. It's really about spreading the message if you're writing the right lyrics to bring people to God. So that's the main part. I would never play in a bar, but that's me. 'Cause that's all I do.
they have this event once a year that comes to Philly. I think it's called the Jubilee. Did you ever hear of the
Yeah,
Jubilee?
yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, the past couple of years, yeah, I played in there, and it's like you do like 2 hours, of worship music, and
Yeah.
I'll throw in, some originals that I have,
Well, you have to. You have to throw in originals. It's you have to get people. The one thing I always said is that if we do shows and we do all cover music, we're actually promoting the artist that we're singing for. What's the sense of being a songwriter if you're going to sing everybody else's music? I mean, I know a lot of people
yeah,
don't like that, because some people like you to do cover songs, like you said, because the crowd likes songs from the 60s and the 70s, and
hmm,
they like to hear all of this old stuff. Like I do a lot of Karen Carpenter songs when I perform, and everybody loves Karen Carpenter. So I have a voice like her, so I sing a lot of her music. But I throw my songs in there in between, and some people will be shocked. They'll be like, "Oh, I didn't know you had that," or "I didn't know you do that." So then I start adding a little bit more, until I'm basically doing all of my own music. And you know, that's how you got to do it. You got to start throwing your originals in with your sets, because then people start hearing what you have. How are they supposed to hear what we have out there if we're singing
yeah,
somebody else's music? That's just the way I feel, and that should go for all artists. Unless you're like a cover song, unless you're not a songwriter and you're just a cover artist and you just sing cover songs, that's different. Because then you could go anywhere, you could perform in a bar,
hmm,
in a restaurant, and sing all different types. But if you're a songwriter, especially for God, it doesn't make any sense to sing all these cover songs if you're trying to get the word out there. You know what I mean? And it's hard. It's not easy.
yeah.
You
I
know?
enjoy more actually the writing part of it.
Yeah.
Writing, sitting down like with somebody, writing a song, and then putting it together, creative, coming up, with lyrics and music, and then listening, to the final,
Mhm. It's great.
song, like putting all that together,
Yep.
and I'd rather do like, like songwriter rounds. And there's a new thing they started over in Jersey across the bridge, where they started like songwriting nights and stuff like that. And I've been, a part of that, trying to get in there and go over there and support. They do it like once a month
Hmm.
on a Sunday over there. Uh, and it's like they have this room, and it's like quiet, and you just play, a round of music. Everybody plays. It's like a little Nashville
Yeah.
songwriting round, and it's like people are actually there listening to the music.
Yep.
And
That's what you have
yeah,
to go to. I
that's
wish
what
we
I
had one
enjoy.
around
Yeah.
here. Yeah. I wish we had one around here by me because I'd be doing that too. So what are you working on now? You have any new songs or albums right now?
Um, I have some stuff that I had written that I'm trying to, maybe put an EP that I want to put out, eventually. I wanted to do a music video last year, but it didn't work out. So I'm thinking maybe over this summer I did, because I've been really busy the past couple months now in a musical, Sister Act, a musical, which comes out the first weekend in June in Manayunk at the Venice Island Performing Arts Center.
Mm-hmm. So what do
I'm
you
pl-
do? What do you
I'm
do with
pl-
it?
I'm playing one of the gangsters that's after
Oh, really?
Dolores. Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
see that show many times, probably too many times. Oh, that's fun. That sounds
The
like fun.
musical is like completely different. I even actually had to watch it. I'm one of like the cool suave gangsters, and I have like a
Yeah,
little singing part, in one of the
oh, that's
songs,
good.
just like a dance. So it's fun. So I've been really busy with that now, doing rehearsals. So
That's good. That's good. But do you have any songs like that you want to record next? Do you have anything you've wrote that you want to record?
yeah, I have about, a couple songs that I've been wanting to put, on an EP. Uh, Eventually, I might do it like as like singles and stuff like that, record
Mhm.
one and then another, and then maybe put it together as like an EP.
Yeah, that's what I do too. Yeah, it's better. You're better off doing that than putting out all singles. That's what I've been doing. I've been putting out singles and putting an EP together to put them in. You're better off doing that. You could put four or five.
Yeah.
You could put one song on an EP. I think. It's you could put like one long song.
I see a lot of people doing that now. Yeah, it's like they'll put a lot of singles out instead of, just doing the whole full album.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's more.
it's a time consuming. It's expensive. I mean, it
Mhm.
depends on what you can do to get into the studio. To record music. Some people do one song a year. Some people do them every month. So it depends on how you record. If you go in the studio, some people do it at home. I've been working with so many different artists. I've been collaborating with all different people now for music. So I even sing on people's tracks for them. They'll just ask me to sing on the track. So whatever, just keeps me going and keeps me in music. And I love doing it because I love, like you said, I love collaborating with the artist also. Um, and it gives me experience too to do different things. Um, what album do you have an album out right now?
No, I do have two albums that were back in like 2013. I think 16. Journey to John's World and Attack of the Freaking Balls. Uh, I have out. They've been out for like a while, but I like to do. I do have some other Christian songs that I want to record. So I've been wanting, do this one, EP, but then I also wanted to do like a little Christian one with maybe about 3 or 4 songs or something on it.
Yeah, that's good. That way you get it out there and people hear, your Christian music that you sing. And
Yeah.
I mean that one song you did, and both of them were good, but that one song you did was Turn Your Eyes to Jesus. I like that. So, do like a couple and put them on an EP just to get them out there so people can hear them.
Yeah.
So where can everybody find your music and follow you? And you have a website or no?
Yes.
You do?
You can go to johnnymattmusic.org. Uh, and it has all the links to my social media site. I also have a book out on Amazon that I just put out. It's a poetry book called Words in My Head. It's a whole bunch of poems that I did on Amazon. The link is on my website too, that you can check out. I'm currently working on a children's book that I've been working on for about like 2 or 3 years. And my social media basically is, Johnny and then Matt Music is together. And that's pretty much my TikTok, my Facebook, what is it?
Instagram.
Instagram, everything except for Spotify. Spotify, I'm under my real name, John Matthews.
What about YouTube?
YouTube, I believe it's under Johnny Matt Music.
Okay. Well, that's good. That way, everybody, if they want to hear, what else you got out there. And I didn't know you were an author. I have a poetry book out too.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah. I
Just put it out. Maybe it just came out in the beginning of February. Yeah.
Oh, that's
I just
good.
put it together in February, and I have a bunch of other ideas that I'm working on. I'm trying to finish this one book now, so
That's good. Good luck with it.
thank you.
I'm really glad that you came on. Do you want to say anything? Do you want to say anything to everybody about Memorial Day?
I want to wish everybody a happy Memorial Day, and basically have a blessed Memorial Day, and enjoy your weekend and be safe.
I know everybody's tired.
Uh,
It's been a long weekend. But thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming on. And I'm going to stay on for a little while and read the names off and talk for a few minutes. So I just want to thank you. Good luck with all of your music. Good luck with your future endeavors, what you're doing, with your book and your music and everything else. And I look forward to hearing your new stuff when it comes out. Keep in touch with me. Let me know what you have coming out.
all right, sure. Thanks for having me on the podcast.
You're welcome. And have a good weekend.
All right, you too.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Hello, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that show. Before I get into the names for Memorial Day, I just want to tell you guys real quick, I have an EP coming out called Rocking with Jesus, and it has all of my new songs that were on it that I did. It has all my songs that are going to be on this EP, and it is called Rocking with Jesus, and I have Resurrection and the Life will be on that. I also have Resurrection and the Life, and I have Jesus Infinite Love, and a couple other songs, but I also have my new song, American Soldier, is going to be on that. That's going to be a bonus. So if you'd like to get that EP, it will be available on June 15th everywhere. If you want a physical copy of that, you have to pre-order it on my website, or you can message me or let me know, and I will save one for you. So I just want to thank everyone out there that has been there and watched this show, shared this show, really got involved with my guests and everything. And I know they appreciate it. I appreciate it. And I know my show is up for 2 more awards this year. I will not find out if they won until July and August. So I will definitely let everybody know if I've won another award. I'm so blessed that this show has won so many awards. So I wanted to do this show for Memorial Day because we have to remember everyone that fought for our freedom and that died fighting for the freedom that we have in this country, to be able for me to be able to do this show and talk about God, because we have freedom to do that. And I thank everyone. I want to honor everyone and the family members out there of the military and the people that passed away fighting in any war for our freedom. And I am always been a lover of our military. Everybody that knows me knows that. And I always find the chance on any holiday, especially Veterans Day, Memorial Day, 4th of July, anything to do with America and anything that to do with this country, I love to do. So I just want to read these names off, and I'm going to show pictures. Also, I don't have pictures of everyone, but I only have the pictures of what people sent me. So I will call off their names and when they died. And the first one, I'm going to show their picture in the front. This is Andrew Riggs. He died. He was Army. He died in 2017. Please pray for his family and his soul. And we thank him for his service to this country. The next one is Sergeant Jonathan L. Martin. He died in November 2007. I want to also thank him for his service, and I pray for his soul, and we pray for his family that he left behind. Next, I have Sergeant Sean Landris, 1st Infantry Division. Where is him? This is Sean Landris. Here he is. Afghanistan, August 12. We honor him. We thank him for his service also and for his family. And we go to this one I got at the last minute. This is William Kildare. 1967, he died in Vietnam. What a good-looking man he is. Look at that. Thank him for his service, and also for his sister that sent me this picture. We pray for you, and we pray for him and for his soul, and thank him for his service. We have Andrew Dean sent me this picture. PFC Lynn Robin Kreutzer, United States Marine Corps, 1969, Vietnam. I heard he was a wonderful person, great soldier, and Andrew wrote a song about him, actually, Andrew Dean, singer. I thank him for his service. We honor him and pray for him and his family. So, I didn't think I said Kevin Griffith, did I? Yeah, I did. Okay. This is Sergeant Beckerman. He died in 2010, and United States Army. We thank him for his service. We pray for him and his family, and we honor his memory on this day. I have some names that I don't have pictures for that I will say. Sergeant Jabron Knox, Afghanistan. Robert Shulkers, Vietnam. Robert Shulkers Sr., World War II. Joseph Mazzoni. Herbert Jordan, World War II, World War I. And Master Sergeant Ronald Jordan. We honor their memory today, and everyone that has served in the United States Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and any unit, that we just want to thank them and honor them and for fighting for our freedom on this day. That's what Memorial Day is for, is to honor the fallen. So I just want to thank everyone. I hope you enjoy your day tomorrow while you're eating your hot dogs and hamburgers like I will be doing and everybody else barbecuing or going to the beach. Just remember, say a prayer, and just remember, thank God and thank the military. Thank God for our military, for the freedom that we have in this country to do whatever that we want here. So just thank God for that before you go to bed tonight. And say a prayer for all of the military out there that are still fighting these wars, and pray that they all come home safely to their family. And we'll talk about that on Veterans Day. So I want to thank everybody again. Thank you so much for watching this show. Next week, I have a great show. I have Monsignor Eric Barr is going to be on. He's a retired Catholic priest. He's also an author, a speaker. He does so many different things. I am really looking forward to having him on. He will be on the 31st, and I will have him on. And then I will get into everybody else after that. I still have August 2nd open, and I also have the end of August. So if you're watching this show and you want to come on and tell your testimony, you're an artist or author or military, anybody that wants to come on and talk about their faith and their life and their business, just send me a message and I can put you in one of these slots. Also, before I forget, let me go to the O'Hare dogs real quick. I have Smiley, who is still available. He is a 5-year-old Roddy, friendly, never lived in a home. He didn't live in a home before he was before he was rescued, and now he's with the foster. But he needs a home. He needs somebody that has a nice yard that can give him a nice home to live in. And this is through Open Hands Animal Rescue in Ocala, Florida. Then I have Bella. She's still available. She is a 1-year-old Roddy, and she is also looking for a home. Open Hands Animal Rescue, or O'Hare as they go by. You can follow them on Facebook, O'Hare, openhandsanimalrescue.com. They're all over the place. They're in Ocala, Florida based, but they go all over to rescue dogs. They're a great organization. My Maggie May came from them, and I am so blessed to be able to help them out this way. I am going to end this show with my song, United We Stand. I just want to thank everyone once again, and I will see you next week on the 31st. God bless you. Have a good night. And here is my song, United We Stand. If you haven't heard this song was based, this is a God and Country song, and you can get this on all streaming sites. It has won many, many awards. So has the video. So I'm so blessed by this song. Listen to the lyrics. And if you really like this and you want to get it, it's available on all streaming sites. It's on my website, and it's on my Windows of My Soul album. You can get this because that has won a bunch of awards all. So we'll have a good night. God bless you. This is for all Americans. There is a gaping hole in the sky where the towers once stood so proud and so high. There is a sadness across the land that people will never understand. The heart of our country laid down to rest. The human spirit